Pretty good front court for both teams. DeAndre Ayton coming off a season-high 27 points, bounded by Donovan Mitchell.
I thought it was outstanding when Coach Williams was talking to us about Chris Paul and his impact. Right away, you see Donovan.
Here's Paul in transition. Gobert in the switch, and Paul is Clippers. Suns have the best road record in the NBA. It's actually better than their home mark on the season. Here's Paul for three, and
their bodies, how much time they put in, what they eat, the way they treat it. I mean, it's a different ball game. I took my son to a workout.
Joe Ingles checking into the game for Utah. Here's Bogdanovich working against Booker, and he gets it to go into the defender, but can't hit the shot, and here comes Mitchell.
They get great looks on the offensive end. Mitchell's ability to break down the defense. Good job defensively by the Suns on that possession. How about the catch and finish?
From behind the arc. Here's Campaign driving. Nice defensive play by Royce O'Neal. Bogdanovich ahead of the pack. Drills the three, and he's got... Booker draws two defenders. Tried to throw it up there for Ayton. And then another great defensive play, this time by Payne, and he hits the elbow. Within 3 points. Dario Saric on the floor for Phoenix. Here's Booker coming up short. Saric gets the board and the putback. Jordan Clarkson averaging 17 points per game off the bench. Nails Suns, they're just 3 for their last 13 from the floor. Utah looking to take the lead here with a Niang three, but it's way off the mark. But it ends up right in the hands of Gobert.
It really made a difference.
Booker had 4 points. We mentioned 1 for 6 from the floor and 0 for 2 from three-point land. All with the blow by. Now probing as he goes to the other side of the floor and just takes the shot as he does so often. And playoffs, the Suns have gone 10 straight years without a postseason appearance, but that'll change in 2021. Johnson's three is good. First points for Johnson, second-year pro out of North Carolina. Here's Gobert and Ayton battling down low, and Gobert having all 2 months. What do you think is, what would it take for one of these two teams to actually complete the season as Paul scores?
This would certainly be the favorite. But either one of these teams would have to play their best basketball. You're talking about what they've done all season long, whoever's been put in front of them.
Turnover here by Phoenix. Clarkson, and a good defensive play. Overall, Utah shooting under 30% from the floor and down 7 at the midway point of the second quarter. Here's Donovan Mitchell hitting.
Looking for the Phoenix Suns. Monty Williams getting Devin Booker back in the ball game. You got to give him different looks where he catches it and the double team is not basketball. It allows him to play one-on-one in transition, and he's going to win that battle.
Bogdanovich, nicely.
And it's disrespect to both of them.
Here's Ayton, and Favors sends it around, and it's Phoenix ball. They leave Payne alone, let him take that pull-up three, and he drills it. And the
Rudy Gobert, and he made him pay the price.
Another block shot for the Suns. Booker on the other end connects from 18 feet. Played with the big three: Harden, Durant, and Irving, and they're 5-2 in those games. They've had it in 2015 that played overseas after going undrafted coming out of school. And he's found a starting role with the Jazz as Booker gets seconds of the first half. Mitchell against Johnson with 4 to go. Mitchell with 2 goes deep into the paint and
zoning areas and not overreacting, trying to stay at home with shooters and make sure that they give the Utah Jazz looks
of 8 when he ran into him, and then ended up with the collision with Chris Paul as Mitchell finishes at the rim. Stay on the floor, at least for now. Crowder steps into a 3. That's good. Jay's record, Utah 38-12. Phoenix at 35-15. Second best record, off to its best start since 2000.
Is Devin Booker. So when we talk about MVP candidates and the best player for the Suns, as great as Chris Paul is, and we witnessed.
You might want to ask Mark Jackson what he thinks, since he picked Baylor to win the national. And any team that's in the state of Texas now, regardless of sport, he's a fan of. So I figured he'd go for Baylor. As Mitchell, 7.5 remaining here in the third quarter. He'll try it again. Great fake by Conley, and the flip pass to go.
His time in life, he showed what leadership, true leadership, is all about, and inspired so many.
Yeah, when he lost his wife.
And it's the leadership you talked about, Monty Williams. James Jones done an outstanding job. Monty Williams as the leader, the head coach. And then you add one of the leaders in the clubhouse as far as coaches of the year is concerned.
Meanwhile, the Suns lead is at, well, it's back to 5.
Well, that's great defense by Aiden.
And then Booker exploding to the to Clarkson. Shot clock down to 5. Clarkson's got to hoist it here. Gets into the paint, and Clarkson gets the bounce just his second. Booker, good pass to Sharich in the middle of the paint, but too crowded, so he gets it out of there. Here's Johnson, right in front of the Phoenix bench.
Great job of leading. Now it's up to the guys to go out and respond.
They had a big lead against Houston the other night. A lot of the Mike Conley's had a rough game, just 1 for 10, but takes a great pass there. Gobert with the pass deflected by Conley. Booker gets it back. Shot clock down to 5. Good look for Craig, and he buries it. Torrey Craig. Booker against Clarkson. Shows some
out of it.
Booker trying to lob it up there for 8. What a great tip by D. Here's Conley with 1. Gets the shot off, and it drops for Mike Conley.
He's had 9 turnovers in the first half. In that third quarter, just 1. They've taken care of the basketball and gotten quality looks.
And they are now just before the deadline from Milwaukee. Was not part of the rotation with the Bucks, but he's found a home here with the Suns, and a great pass by Paul. I think Jordan Spieth is going to win this week.
Okay, we're going to see.
Donovan Mitchell gives you a great shot there. Mitchell gets past Bridges again and scores again. Guy kicks it out to Mitchell, spots up, comes up short on the 3. Here's Booker now in transition, takes it in, and Mitchell lets him score. Round and out, and it's poked out to Mitchell, looking to push tempo here. Bogdanovich gets past Cam Johnson and easily scores. Mitchell, again, a great move, scoops it, trying to score against Ayton, can't. Paul quickly ahead to Booker, driving, and Clarkson gets 2 and ties it.
Suns the basketball.
And Mitchell picking up his 3rd foul. Here's Paul off the Ayton screen. Another mid-range shot that goes. Now Bogdanovich working on Booker. Johnson comes in, gets a strip. 4 to shoot as Bogdanovich swishes.
Making big shots.
And Bogdanovich is one of those guys, a very underrated home run hitter. Here's Paul again from the foul to get the offensive rebound, though. Looks to be okay after taking that hard face-first fall earlier in the quarter. Conley.
Paul coming off that screen. You got to think score. Make the big fella get it off the rim.
Crowder comes up lead. Mitchell driving, runs into Gobert. Paul takes the shot against O'Neal, scores again from mid-range. Bounded by Utah. 15 seconds to go. Jazz down 3. Mitchell takes the 3 and hits it. Ties it at 102 with 10 seconds. 4 seconds to go. 2 seconds to go. Booker with 1. Lets it fly. No good. 2 players in foul trouble heading into this extra session as the Suns win the tip and Booker gets a layup on the baseline. Cam Johnson wide open. And Johnson
recognizing that Cam Johnson is the guy open.
Mitchell into the lane. Oh, what a pass by Donovan Mitchell. Shot clock at 8. Booker driving, pulls up, scores. Booker leaning in and kicks it back out to Paul. The shot clock at 3. Here's Paul for 3. Good! Crisp. Under a minute to go in overtime. Mitchell turns on the Jets, gets to the ring. Ingles, 50% three-point shooter in the game, gets it to Mitchell. Mitchell gets it away. It's no good. They're going to say the foul occurred before. I believe that's what. Doesn't matter. He calmly hits it. 4-point lead for Phoenix. 7.8 to go. Again, no timeouts. Utah can't advance it, so going to be tough to get 2 possessions here. Mitchell takes the 3 with 3 seconds to go. No good. Rebounded by the Suns. A huge win in overtime for Phoenix. And the Suns are just a game back of Utah now in the loss column for the best record in the NBA. 2 years ago, the Suns won 19 games.